Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Route X Lap Attack. This episode we're going to be using the 1997 Toyota MR2, if I can find it. I rarely use it, so I gotta go down here. It might have taken longer for me to find it this way than it would if I used the original setting, but for me it's kind of easier, you know, just keep pushing the button down and scroll all the way to the bottom. That way you know you'll find the car where it is. So the MR in MR2 means that this is a mid-engine machine with rear-wheel drive. And the engine actually sounds pretty good. With a performance rating of N400, we know we're not going to be able to get to the top spot like the Super did. Another Toyota I tested in a few earlier episodes. However, we may end up getting somewhere around the 15th spot. Or possibly higher. I can't remember. Don't know the exact speed limit on this thing, but we will find out very soon and have fun in the process. I can't even remember if I have a 6th gear on this thing. That's how long ago it's been since I drove this. It's a great car. I like how fast it goes, but the handling can be a bit hard to control. On this track, however, since we only have to be on 2 curves that aren't very wide and are elevated, we shouldn't have much of a difficulty going around them. Here we are going up the hill now, passing those sailboats. There we go. Now there's a bit of a update I wanted to give you guys. I was looking over my 200 subscriber or 225 subscriber Q&A video that I did a few weeks ago, and I noticed that I said that I was going to do another Q&A when I hit 500 subscribers, but I decided to change that to 550. That way I can keep it at a nice even number. For 225 I did earlier, 550 I'm going to do next. After that I'll be doing another Q&A for 775, and finally 1000. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm excited to see the progress my channel makes. Here we are going around another curve now. Weeee! Could you imagine if they had a NASCAR race like this? The track's 20 miles long, so things could get done a lot faster. Which I'm sure people would be very happy with. I've heard a lot of complaints about how people do not like NASCAR because of how long the races are. I mean, you're basically trying to do 500 miles. That's why most of the racetracks have you going up to 500 laps. There's a few others that are more than 1 mile, so the laps are a bit shorter. Got like 400. I think one even has 300. But then there's one other racetrack I realized I almost forgot about. I don't even think it's a mile long, but that has about either 300 or 400 laps. It could be Nashville. I don't remember. Either Nashville or Richmond. I remember one time in 2005 when I was in Florida on vacation for the very first time, I actually had to stop near the Daytona Speedway. My family and I, we were leaving our hotel, heading home, and we had to stop to refuel the car. And I remember this was back in 2005, a really great way to spend Christmas, by the way. I should know, because I also did it again in 2011. But because of financial reasons, we had to stop doing that. Anyway, the very first time we stopped our car to refuel and grab a bite to eat, and there I saw the Daytona Speedway. And I asked my dad, "Hey, what's that?" And he points at the sign. He's like, "That there, boys, the Daytona Speedway." Never actually got a chance to go inside, but seeing the racetrack itself was pretty cool, because when I was growing up as a kid, there was another racetrack in the town called Flemington, New Jersey. Unfortunately, the racetrack there was abandoned, but I still enjoyed seeing it when the 4-H fair was in that town for Hunterdon County. The Hunterdon County 4-H fair was moved to a spot in Ringo's now, but they abandoned the track sometime before I was born in 1996, and they unfortunately tore it down in 2008, which made me very sad, because even though they didn't race any cars there, I still enjoyed looking at it. The benches, or I should say the bleachers, the tarmac on the track, that's what the Europeans call it anyway, it's actually called asphalt. Everything about it I enjoyed seeing. Now let's see what our time is here. 5:14. I almost said 13 there. I was hoping to go a little faster, but we almost made it. Could have been wrong. I think we might have been under 15. Yeah, that's the Viper 457. We ended up getting 17th. We were close though. We're only 2 spots off. I'll see you guys in the next episode when I test out the 1988 Supra. You'll definitely like the paint job I have on there, so stay tuned.